Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Making RV Memories. If you've been following us so far, you know we've been running like a couple of crazy people, all retired up and running our fifth wheel up and down the East Coast here in America and seeing a lot of towns and a lot of places, and most of the cities we've been to have been pretty normal name, like you would probably like the one you live in. But we did run across a couple that were sort of funny enough to say, really, somebody named a town that. And somebody's living in a town named that. We thought it was sort of funny, and I thought, yeah, I'd make a pretty cool video for you guys to see that there's some funny named sounds and the towns in this country that's named some crazy names, and they've all got a reason why they're named that. And I'll try to give you an explanation on a few of them, but some of them are just so funny I wanted to share them with you. Like I say, me and Glenna have been riding up and down seeing most of the normal ones. I found most of these crazy, funny named towns on the internet. I'll let you know where I found them, and a lot of them has got an explanation as to why they're called that. And there is a reason. There's a reason they called them something crazy that way. Or mostly not crazy, mostly funny. Just a funny named town, and it was a real blast when I got them. If you haven't been following us, hey, click on that subscription button there, and you can jump right in there with us on our Making RVs Memories family, and click that like button too if you like the video. And leave me a comment, and I'll answer every comment I get. If you can think of a funny name of a town, send it to me. We may do a part 2 to this video, because I know there's a bunch of them out there. From what I had seen, I could probably do not really an R rated, but a PG rated, because there's some towns that are really border on, can you really say that on a video? But anyway, let's get on with it. I'll tell you, we're making our RV memories and get started here like a herd of turtles. I showed you once, and I'll show you again that we're moving a little bit slow, just like my little turtle buddy here. But we're going to get going here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Right at the end, I'll give you some more information on how we might do part 2, and mention you if you send me a funny named town. We might do part 2. Ready? Here we go. Okay, let's take a look at some of those funny American town names. Some of them are real knee slappers. I even found a few streets that are a little bit funny too. But let's just say you're driving down the road and you say, well, honey, where would you like to eat at? Oh, I don't know, wherever you pick. How about some oatmeal? You know oatmeal? Let's stop in Texas at Oatmeal, Texas. That would be a good one. How about popcorn? Everybody loves popcorn. Well, you know they got a town named Popcorn. It's right there in Indiana. Popcorn, Indiana. And you want to be cool? You like vegetables? How about cucumbers? We can stop in West Virginia, right there in Cucumber, West Virginia, and stay cool as a cucumber there. And some of the street names, oh, they're knee slappers too. Street names like Chicken Dinner Road. Everybody likes fried chicken. Everybody likes a good fried chicken dinner, and I just boogered that up, didn't I? And along with some of those funny towns, we got some funny streets too. The funniest one I found was Chicken Dinner Road. Everybody likes fried chicken. Well, there's Chicken Dinner Road. Here's one. Go that way. Which way do we go? Well, you go that way. That's the street you want to go there. And if you can't find it, maybe it's just on Hard to Find Drive. That's the street. Hard to Find Drive. Now, all that food and all that directions there, you don't want to, well, you can't afford it. Well, you're a tightwad. If you go through Missouri, you might be a tightwad. There is a tightwad, Missouri there, believe it or not. I don't know who named that one, but they must have had plenty because they were a tightwad. Actually, the town got its name from a store owner. He tried to charge an extra 10 cents for a watermelon years ago to one of the patrons. And he got named a tightwad, and they just named the town after him. Tightwad, Missouri. So now we're driving down the highway. Let's look at some of the funny towns we're going to see. And the first one I see, in New Mexico, Truth or Consequences. Yeah, that was a game show, wasn't it? Well, that's exactly how the name got it. The name. Now we're driving down the road. We're headed through New Mexico. And the first one you see that's going to be a real funny one is Truth or Consequences in New Mexico. Yep, their population of 6,500. They actually got their name. They were originally called Hot Springs, New Mexico. And in March of 1950, they took the name after the game show, Truth or Consequences, and it stuck. So it's right there in New Mexico. Let's drive on down to Arkansas. And where are you going to come up to? Oh, the funny one, Goobertown. You will stop in Goobertown. That'll be a fun one. Don't be calling the Goobertown police to your problems. Goobertown, if you want to tell all your friends where you're staying at, oh, honey, we're staying in Goobertown. That's a good one. Hey, we're going to pass through North Carolina. We'll stop at Lizard Lick. Lizard Lick got its name from a few fans years ago, and they had a lot of lizards there out sunning on a Sunday afternoon. They saw the lizards licking each other, so they just named the town. It's Lizard Lick, North Carolina. Hey, we're driving through over to the Outer Banks. Hey, me and my stepson Eddie Ray were just cruising through there on a little vacation, and we went through Duck, North Carolina. I said, turn around. Oh, I got to get a picture of this one. We're in Duck, North Carolina. That's a good one. Okay, now we're cruising through Colorado, and what do I see on the interstate? What's the name of the town? Don't know. Doesn't have a name. It's No Name, Colorado. Population 123. They got its name from the No Name Canyon, No Name Tunnel, so they just named it No Name. So it doesn't have a name. It's in Colorado. Did you have an accident? No, we're just in Accident, Maryland. There is a town called Accident, Maryland, population 338. It was originally surveyed in two different ways, and two of the surveyors come up accidentally up on each other. They just called the town Accident, and if you're from Accident, you're actually called an accidental. Accident, Maryland. And you recognize that guy, don't you? That's old Santa Claus, the big man. Everybody loves him, especially around Christmas time. You know, he's from the North Pole, but Santa Claus is famous enough. He got his own town named after him. Santa Claus, Indiana. You know, you got to be somebody big to get your own town named after you. Yeah, Santa Claus, you can visit him right there in Indiana. But, you know, Santa Claus got two towns. Welcome to Santa Claus, Georgia. So if you're in Indiana or Georgia, you can go by and visit Santa Claus in each one of those. And we got another Hollywood. You don't have to go to California to see the Hollywood stars. You can lay awake at night, see all the stars you want there in Hollywood, Arkansas. And got weed? Well, don't tell anybody. This is Weed, the city limits there in California. Weed, California. And you're going to go to Cut and Shoot. There's Cut and Shoot. That's in Texas. There's the city hall you can see. Cut and Shoot in downtown Texas. Boring, Oregon. Yeah, you don't want to tell everybody if you're from Boring, Oregon. And there's Pee-Pee Creek. Well, you don't have to do it in the pool now. You can actually do it in the creek. That Pee-Pee Creek is in Ohio if you want to stop by and see it. Hey, a bunch of other funny ones I run up across. How about going back through Missouri? Maybe it's on a dark night. A little bit spooky. And what do you want to go through? Let's go through Frankenstein. We're going to go through Frankenstein, Missouri. Then we'll cross over into Kentucky. We'll stop through Monkey's Eyebrow. I don't know where they come up with a Monkey's Eyebrow, but it's right there in Kentucky. Ding Dong. Hey, you want to stop at the cafe in Ding Dong, Texas? They got one right there. We've enjoyed a lot of those Ding Dong cakes, but here's a cafe, or here's a town. Ding Dong, Texas. Hey, how about stopping in Kansas? The little town there called Gas. If you got gas, you might want to stop in Gas, Kansas. And if you'll look at the sign, it says, don't pass gas, stop and enjoy it. It's right there in Kansas, Gas, Kansas. How about the War? You want to stop in War, West Virginia? It's the southernmost city in the whole state of West Virginia. War, West Virginia right there. How about Peculiar? You look a little strange. You might be a little peculiar. Well, you might be from Missouri. They got a town there. Peculiar, Missouri. How about Chunky? Oh, that's me. I got a town called Chunky right there. Greasy Corner. Got some greasy corners right there. And in Maryland, you also got a little town called Bird in Hand. I'm sure where that one come from, Bird in Hand. We've got some funny ones across the country there. If you have found one that you didn't hear me say, if it's a knee slapper, hey, shoot me an email at makingrvmemories@gmail.com. Shoot me a picture of the sign of the funny one. Give me your name and I'll put you on. We might do a volume 2 of this video. We'll just laugh at all those funny American towns. I had a blast making this one, and there's a bunch more out there. If I get me enough of them together, we'll do volume 2. If you find one that's a pretty funny one too, shoot it to me. Hey, we're glad you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button right there. And if you haven't subscribed to us, hey, I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. I'm crawling there as fast as I can. So, hey, how about clicking that subscription button there, and you can join our Making RV family, Memories family, and click the like button. Always leave me a comment, too. I answer every comment that you shoot to me, so we'll be glad to hear from you. again, enjoyed making the video. A lot of fun, having a little fun here on our retirement adventure. And as me and Glenna will always tell you, God bless you, everyone.